Waco PD is addressing false reports on social media regarding a sex trafficking ring about a church group going door to door.
Yeah, Waco PD says they responded to a situation Sunday where people were asking about God the Mother. Fox 44's Mally Jones, she's in the studio, the newsroom rather, to break down the case from what is true and what is false. Mally?
Adam, Waco police investigated these allegations and found no connection to sex trafficking. In fact, a detective for sex trafficking tells me that less than 1% of sex trafficking happens by abduction. Also, he says that this is simply just sensationalism.
Trafficking does not occur this way. People are not out trying to kidnap you. They're not out trying to dupe you into following them somewhere. Well, they'll kidnap you then and put you in trafficking.
The Waco Police Department says it responded to a report about suspicious activity at an apartment complex this weekend. When they arrived, they found a few people trespassing on the property, knocking on doors, asking about God the Mother, and becoming a member of their group.
How often do people go door to door talking about churches? It's very common. You see, the Mormon faith out doing it all the time. Nobody questions that as to whether or not it's human trafficking.
We're not mentioning the name of the church because officials say it is not linked to the sex trafficking allegations.
They have gone through and investigated the situation. They've talked with the complex, the residents involved, and also the individuals that were in question as well.
This is where it got twisted. Social media posts have spread saying this is a sex trafficking scam. This person even went as far to say police confirmed it as sex trafficking, which they did not.
Yeah, none of our officers told any of the people involved that this was a sex trafficking scheme.
This social media rumor has gone far beyond just Waco. For years, multiple police departments across the country have investigated similar reports about this group and found no link to sex trafficking. Also, if there is an incident like this happening, Scaramucci says law enforcement will notify the public about it.
Because I can assure you, if kids were getting kidnapped, and if Baylor students were being taken into trafficking, law enforcement would be fighting tooth and nail, trying to let A, the public know, and B, trying to find these people.
Although this did not turn out to be sex trafficking, law enforcement is reminding everyone that if you do feel uncomfortable, you can call them. They are there to help, and they will figure out if you are in danger.
One concerned mother's Facebook post, which generated discussion all over campus and social media on Sunday, and even prompted a response from the Waco PD, has turned out to be a false alarm. The Baylor student mentioned in the post interviewed with the Lariat, but requested to remain anonymous. She said she was in her apartment at Ursa and answered the door to 3 strangers who invited her to a Bible study. They mentioned the belief in God the Mother. She said no, closed and bolted the door, and proceeded to research this church alongside her parents, who called the police and shared the situation online. However, Joseph Scaramucci, a human trafficking detective at McLennan County Sheriff's Office, said it was not a sex trafficking scheme.
It's completely false. It's a hoax. That has made the rounds for the last several years and has been proven time and time again to be a hoax.
Sierra Shipley, the public information officer at Waco PD, spoke with officers on site and confirmed Scaramucci's statement.
So our officers don't believe that any sex trafficking was going on or anything like that. And also, when I did some more research on the God the Mother, it sounds like it was a kind of a hoax, a social media hoax. Blew up pretty quickly online.
While this was not an incident of sex trafficking, Scaramucci said it is still a very real issue that all students should be conscious of.
I would just say that one of the biggest things is make sure you know who your friends are, who you're talking to, and who you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, because those are the people that are more likely to traffic you than somebody knocking on a door wanting to talk about God.
If you find yourself in a similar situation to what this Baylor student experienced, always call Baylor PD, Waco PD, or in the event of an emergency, call 911.
Just like this student did, I mean, always, if you see something suspicious, hear something suspicious, please report it to us, because at least as long as it's brought to our attention, we can now be on the lookout for it.
For Lariat TV News, I'm Danica Young.